What's up, you guys? This is ImanAliece, and you are watching another episode of The Onyx Show. And I know I always say it's a special episode, but today it is a very special episode because I have my big bro, Andre Cash. Hey, bro, how are you?
What's going on?
Thanks for being here.
What's up? Of course. I had to come through.
Of course.
No
So we're going to get into it. You guys know what to do. We will be dropping Big Bro's links, his Instagram tag, all of that stuff, so you guys can follow his music journey. And here we go. So my first question I always ask the artist is, what inspired you to become a musician?
What inspired me? Probably family, Pop's doing his thing and seeing that firsthand, getting to sit in the studio with him a lot. Seeing just grandpa, playing the live instruments, things like that, picking it up, and just the culture of just what I was around, always having a love for hip hop and music. Playing old records and just listening to music and vibing out as a young kid. And that eventually just stuck with me, and I tried to put the art together myself.
I feel it. So who were your top 3 musicians growing up?
It's hard to narrow it down to 3.
Well, okay, let's do top 5. Make it a little
top
bit easier.
5 musician. I mean, in no order. Definitely, as far as the inspiration we're talking about, I would say definitely seeing Dad do it. So that would be one. Outkast, Jay-Z, Earth, Wind, and Fire. That was like outside of the hip hop world. Man, who else? There's just a bunch of people you could put in there. But I would say those were probably, Kanye West. Kanye West definitely was a big inspiration. So.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. I remember you bumping all of them.
Right.
Especially the Outkast and Kanye.
Honestly, Cassidy, listening to him freestyle, that was him and like Dipset. That was really when I kind of started picking up rap. So, but the list goes on. I can go on forever.
Yeah. What was your biggest challenge coming into being a musician when you were like younger?
Biggest challenge is confidence, and then just finding your sound and being comfortable with it. So yeah, I would just say confidence in general. You really got to find yourself. You don't want to sound like somebody else. Your voice changes. Yeah. So yeah, that would probably be the main thing there.
Do you remember the first song you wrote or the first verse?
Nah. Oh yeah. I think it was I made a verse. Excuse me. I had made a verse to the Cassidy, I'm a Hustler, so I had wrote a freestyle to that. And I couldn't tell you. Excuse me, I couldn't tell you what it was, but yeah, that was probably my first rap. It was probably terrible.
So what made you really decide to become a rapper as opposed to like overall musician? Because I don't know, you remember playing the saxophone and being part of the drum line and things like that.
It would probably be just being able to let the words resonate more, and then maybe just like a little more movement, the hype, a bigger, hyper crowd, and then being able to utilize the other side of music into rap and that side of even like production, because it's not like I was really. It'd be a lot harder to incorporate rap into playing this sax, or putting together a jazz record than, vice versa. So.
Have you ever thought about combining the two?
Absolutely, yeah, and it will happen. So yeah, definitely.
Okay. I just had to ask because I used to go to Big Bro's band concerts and they would be screaming. I was like, oh, man.
Yeah. All right.
I know. I really remember that when you went to Crest Hill. I remember going to your band concert, and I know, of course, Mom was always cheering. I mean, you know, but I remember you had one like solo one year, and we were there for your saxophone solo, and you killed it. I was like, okay, that was
I
pretty
do
good.
remember that. All right.
Yeah,
So yeah.
I was paying attention as a young.
I was all right.
So how did you tell the people how you came up with your name, Andre Cash?
Andre Cash. So I used to go by just like JC. I was like, my the initials. Andre Cash is my middle name. Cash is my grandpa's last name. So I don't know. That would be what you would call that, mom's maiden name or so.
Yeah.
Not her maiden name.
Well,
What's the grandpa?
Well, no, that would be like her maiden name. Her last name.
Paternal. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Something like that. So let me see. Who are your dream collaborations? Like who do you want to collab with before they get old and retire?
That's a tough one. I'll probably put Drake up there just because of who he is now. Jay-Z. Even like Andre 3000. So if he ever does music again.
Hopefully we can get a Erykah Badu Andre collab.
That'd be pretty dope.
That'd be a vibe, huh? What is your creative process like?
Like this. Yeah, I just meditate. I get in the zone. I'll vibe out to some music, vibe out to some new instrumentals I came by or got sent to me. I'll write to them. I'll, just brainstorm to them, and then just take that to the studio and, take it from there. Almost like the same process.
Mm-hmm. Did you ever have like a moment when you were nervous, like to go to the studio when you first started?
Yeah, because you don't know. Like I said, this is a confidence factor, so you don't know how people are gonna take your music. You don't realize that, most people themselves wouldn't get in the booth and take that step and rap. So, and then dealing with like new engineers and new people in the studio that haven't really heard you before. So, that's probably.
Yeah, everybody has different ears.
Yeah.
Their own styles of producing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how you feel about 6ix9ine's comeback?
6ix9ine's comeback. I don't care. I have no feelings for him. I feel like people too worked up about it. I don't know him. I don't care for the situation. He's not from my city. I don't condone his situation. I think you got to own up to, as far as that goes. But yeah, I have no feelings towards it. I don't listen to the man's music. He's irrelevant to me.
I feel that. He ain't doing that for me. Okay. What would you say your biggest achievement has been thus far?
Releasing my first album, and then getting a distribution deal through Universal. Definitely took some work.
Yeah.
Still a lot of work. So, but yeah, that was probably the biggest accomplishments I've had musically. Accomplishments I've had musically. that I feel.
Okay. And what are you working on next?
High City 2, sophomore album.
When can we expect to see that?
Real soon. Let me see. What do you tell me before that?
I was pointing at the people.
All right. Nah.
Real soon.
Nah, yeah, real soon. I would say July. Shoot for July. So this year definitely.
Okay. What are your goals for that?
Just no expectations. Just put out some content for people to enjoy and listen.
Listen and enjoy, people. Okay, how have you been spending your quarantine?
Like this. Just trying to spend quality time, stay safe, have a peace of mind, meditate, relax. Try and stay busy for the most part.
I feel
Well, yeah.
So, going off topic, if you could do one adventurous thing in the world, what would you do?
Just travel. Adventurous thing. Probably go on a safari. Not to be cliche, but that shit just sound fun.
Yeah, it does. If you could be any animal in the world, what would you be?
Any animal in the world. I don't know. I never thought about that, but probably something free roaming and probably something at the top of the food chain, so I ain't got to worry about shit. So maybe a lion, the king of the jungle or something. I don't know. The lion's life still seems stressful though.
Yeah, because you holding the pack together.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The day to day, like, you got to worry about other gangs and shit. Other people trying to take you out, take your spot.
Other people trying to take your women.
But that's life, so I guess I'm fine being human. Let me ride this one out.
Yeah. How do you feel like your music has like the power to impact people? Because musicians have a very impactful place in people's lives, and I don't think that's something that like a lot of musicians really think about.
Yeah, I think some people listen to the music and it just, it's just something to dance to. Some people vibe, everybody vibes to music differently, but for me, I don't really think too much into it. It's mostly for me and I guess my level of stress relief and things like that. But I hope people can listen to my stories and maybe see through it or so. But I'm not really looking to really put out music for therapy for anyone. I think music in general is therapy, and people just vibe to it, and then it just has its own nostalgia. So
yeah, that's true. Everybody has a different take on it. When did mom and dad find out that you smoke weed? I always wanted to hear that story.
I don't know, honestly. Like, shit, I think I got arrested one time. Like, I don't know, but they knew before that. Shit, I don't know. It just happened. Like, I probably told them, but I don't think they was really surprised when I did tell them. So
I don't think dad would have been surprised. I don't think dad was surprised when he found out I smoked either.
It was just like they didn't really want me to. They didn't want me to do it around them, but they knew I was doing it. So I was like, it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean,
I remember one time I had some gas and lightning came in and was like, what y'all in here? You smoking weed and shit? And scooped half of my shit up. And then I had went back into like the living room and shit, cause it was me and Smooth, our other cousin, and he was in the living room smoking a joint, laughing at some show and asking me for some of that weed later on and shit. I was about 15, 16. Yeah, they. That's how they all kind of was with it. Like they smoked weed and they knew what they was doing before. So
Dad would
Dad
smoke.
at least mine don't smoke. I don't smoke.
Yeah, no, Dad wouldn't like me to smoke around him, but he would definitely come in there and ask me for some weed. Till I turned about 21. But yeah. I think that's all I got for me. I think that's all I got. Let me see. Yeah.
You done closed up the
We went through all of them. What's your biggest fear?
Nothing. No. God, failure, not following your dreams, not taking advantage of the opportunities in life.
Can't be afraid of not taking advantages when you got the power to take an advantage.
Missing out on opportunities.
Missing out on an opportunity.
I said not taking advantage of opportunities.
Okay. What was your inspiration behind your next project?
It's always just
Therapy.
whatever I'm going through in life, really, or just things that I feel. So yeah, it's just a day in the life. Always, it's probably my inspiration behind it, or what makes the projects.
Well, I'm officially tapped out of questions, bro.
Well, thanks for having me.
Yes, thank you for coming again.
Shout out Onyx Radio. Make sure y'all go get that High City. July, stay tuned. AndreCashMusic.com. Check everything out on iTunes. Just Google Andre Cash Music Denver. On every platform. High City out. High City 1 is out. Single No Loss is out right now. So go get that. That'll definitely be on the album coming up. We got the video coming soon. And other than that, just stay safe till we get out of quarantine. So I got nothing else.
Wear your mask outside.
Wear your mask. 6 feet.
All right, we love you guys, and as always, peace, love, and happiness.